Hello folks, thanks for watching this video here. Now I'm going to show you how to increase your lunchtime bookings at your cafe or your restaurant. It's a really simple tutorial. There's going to be two different types of tutorials in this. The first one I'm going to show you is for the people who don't have an online booking system. This is for the restaurants and cafes out there that their goal is to get more people to call them to book. That'll be the first advert I'm going to show you how to create. Then the second advert I'll show you how to create is for people who want to drive traffic to their online booking system. So the first thing I always do is, before anything, I type out my text. The text, otherwise known in the marketing world as the copy. I like to type it out in a Word document. The reason being, it keeps you focused on writing your copy, opposed to some people will create their ad as they go along, and at the end they create their copy while they're in the Adverts platform, and things become muddled and not focused. So I like to create it here. Then it also, as well, it's going to check for spelling and grammar mistakes. So as you see here, this is our text here for our lunchtime bookings. We've got lunch plans Belfast. So let's always remember in your text that you always want to include what you're offering and the location you're targeting. Really simple. Second line is going to be your special offer for lunch. If you don't have a special offer, say lunch is starting from $11.95 or whatever that might happen to be. Then if you have a website, I'd like you to put in the link to your menu. If you don't have a website, you might want to link to a PDF document, don't do that. Facebook will reject the advert. You can't link people to PDF documents. So you can't promote the linking to PDF documents. Facebook won't allow that for some reason. Then again, if you have an online booking system, again, let's put the text book your table here, give them the option to do that too. Then as well, even though you want to drive people, if your person wants to drive people to your online booking system, you also want to give them the option to call your business as well. And then let them know walk-ins are welcome. Now, as you see, I've used emojis here, and I'd also like to bold this text. So if we click bold here in Word document, that's not going, whenever I copy that over to the Facebook Adverts platform, it's not going to carry that formatting over. So what we need to do is change these letters into symbols that look like bolded text. And that's really easy to do. Simply copy your text and go to a website called Fancy Text Generator. So that's lingojam.com/fancy text generator. And simply paste in your text in the left-hand field, and I'll give you lots of different texts you can use for your Facebook advert, an Instagram advert, to make it pop a little more out of the newsfeed and catch people's attention, because that's all we're trying to do. Facebook are going to let us reach as many people as we want with the budget we have, but it's up to us to catch their attention, and we can do that by making everything that slightly bit more richer. Now I want to jump back into my Word document, and I'll paste that in there. And now this is no longer letters, it's actually symbols, which will transfer over to Facebook a lot better. Now I like to add emojis because it makes your content look a little more richer. So how do you get emojis when you're on a laptop or not on a mobile phone? Simply type in the emoji you're looking for. I'll type in veggie emoji, and up will pop a website that will give you loads of different emojis. So I'm going to take this one here, this avocado one. I'm going to copy that. Now, when I copy that there and paste it into Word, it'll copy the link into. So I just simply use this little hack here of pasting it into the search bar or the URL bar, and then bring it back in this way so the formatting is removed. And there we have it. We have our text ready to go. You don't have to include all of this. You can add more to it. It's totally up to you, but this gives you a basis to start from. Now remember, again, look, if you don't have a menu, and if you want to offer people to see your menu and you don't have a website, what you could do is you could say, see full menu in the comment section. So you could paste in a simple JPEG of or a picture of your menu into that there. It's not ideal, but it serves its purpose. Done beats perfect. It gives you an option. And then let's invest in a website so it's somewhere that can host our menu. So I'm going to undo that there and we use this text. So this is the first advert I'm going to teach you how to make, and this is to get more calls to the business. So this is for the restaurants and cafes out there that this is their goal. They might just want more calls, or they don't have an online booking system, which is 100% fine. So this is how we're going to do it. The first thing we're going to do is we need to get a picture to go with our a picture or a video. Now, remember, when we're creating when we are creating, when we're creating adverts, it's up to us to make the advert as interesting as possible so people will stop on it. When people stop on it on the screen or click on it or comment on it, Facebook sees it as good content and pushes out to more people, optimizing our advertising spend. So I'd encourage you guys to invest in photography or videos with local people in it. Now remember, get your local staff in it. The reason being is you're going to be targeting a local area. That'll catch people in that local area's attention. It's called Facebook for a reason and Instagram for a reason. Let's get local faces into our Facebook and Instagram ads. So what I like to do is if you don't have any photography that you don't think is good enough, go to this website called unsplash.com. It's a free photography website. And just say for it, perhaps my lunch special is avocado toast. I click enter there and it gives me loads and loads of options here of avocado toast. And you type in burger, steaks, you're going to see loads of options here. And then that'll give you time to then further invest in getting your own content made. Click on this download button here, download for free. And that's now going to download into my folder. So to start creating this advert, we're actually going to create a post that we're going to use for the advert. Now, if I go to photo video, I'm then going to add my video, add my photo, which is now in my download part of my the download section of my computer. I'm going to add that in there. Fantastic. You see, a fantastic piece of photography, looking really well. But what would look better is if a local person, that was your own content, with a local staff member in it, and that'll get so much more engagement. But done beats perfect. This is a great alternative. I'm also now going to write something about it. I'm going to paste in the text. Let's see here. If I go back to pages, and I'm just going to copy this here, and I will add it to this. Remember, this is to get calls to the business, but don't go through the Facebook advertising platform for this one, because this is strangely the only way we can get the call now button up. And what I like to do as well is check in the town or the area you're in. Don't check in at your restaurant. So if your company is based in Belfast, London, wherever it's based, check in that city, because you're adding a little bit of text, because it's going to say your lovely little restaurant or cafe's name there and where it is. So you're catching people's attention all the time with things that are relative to their location. So I see lunch plans Belfast. Now this, remember, these are the most important lines, because these are the first 3 lines they'll see in the advert when on a mobile phone before the fold stops, i.e. they'll have to click see more to see the rest. So if I go down, that's me. I'm happy with that there. I'm going to post that now. Now, to put that being an image, we're not going to add the button just yet. So once that post, now the beauty of just using a nice square image, it fits Facebook's dimensions, it fits Instagram dimensions. So it means it's going to work. So what we're going to do now is we're going to create the audience we want to target with this advert. So I want you to jump on over to facebook.com/ads manager. Just this is an old advert. This is me practicing. So what we're going to do is we're going to go over and we're going to click on these 3 dots here. We're going to go to audiences. We're going to save our new local customer audience. So it's always there for us. We can always click on it and use it when we're creating new ads moving forward. So what I want to do is click create audience. We're going to create a saved audience. So this is the audience, and we're just going to call this new local customers. New local customers. So what we'll do is the first thing we want to do is we want to target your area. So type in the town where you are. It could be anywhere in the world, type it in. And there it is. Now you could go with that, or you can optimize this here. You can go with that there targeting, or you can optimize it. Optimizing it by zooming in on the map and finding exactly where your restaurant or cafe is. So say perhaps my lovely little cafe was at the edge of High Street here. I can click drop pin, and then drop a pin right on top of my establishment. Now this means that our adverts are pointing right on top of our location. Now I would always recommend, guys, if you're in a city or a town, target 10 kilometers away. If you're based out in a rural area, you probably want to target between 20 to 30K away. So in a town or city, 10K is plenty. And beyond that, if you're out in a more rural area, target 20 to 30. Now, the beauty of this is that you may be aware that you can target on Facebook interests. So you can type in here, avocados, brunch, people are interested in that, all that. But the beauty of it, restaurants, is you can target everybody in that area. That's everyone will want to eat at your restaurant. You don't have to go into any more targeting. Reason being is you can simply optimize yourself out of a sale, because not everybody on Facebook has told Facebook, say perhaps you type in, I want to target people who like avocado and people who like brunch. That's great. In theory, that works super targeted. But in reality, you might be optimizing yourself out of a sale, because not everyone who's told who likes avocado or brunch has told Facebook that. So we're going to keep it now. We're doing amazingly targeted area here just by this location, the grand scheme of everyone on Facebook. So keep the age 18 to 65 when you're targeting a small area. Reason being, you might think, well, Pete, I only want to target an older demographic. For the cost, unless you're in a big, heavily dense city like a London and you really know your target market, I would leave this wide open, 18 to 65. Why? Because you're going to get extra branding there of people who might not have heard of your business. You might tell people about the business who should go to your business. But as well, once we've ran this campaign for a month, you're then going to be able to click into the insights and see exactly who clicked onto your advert. So you'll get a more data will be driving who exactly you want to target. So you might think it's a 40 to 60 person market, 40 to 60-year-old market, your target, but you might find that loads of 25-year-olds and ups are doing it. So for the first one, leave it wide open, 18 to 65. Now you want to target both men and women for this here. And then you want to, once you're happy with that there, I want you to click create saved audience. But before you do that, let's have a wee look. There's 361,000 people, but 424,800 people in that area we will be targeting with our adverts. Now, again, if you're in a smaller area, that's probably going to be between, you might be in a smaller town where it's between 60 to 100,000. You really don't want this to be under 50,000, depending where you are. So if it's below 50,000, narrow it down, expand this area here, the location area, expand that out until you can get over I would say get that up to 50 to 100,000 at least. Now, once you're happy, click create saved audience. So now we've got our new local customers saved there that we can now target with our post that we've just created. So I want you to go back to to our post. I'd say here's our beautiful cafe, our beautiful avocado toast that we make. Again, if you can get your local staff in this photo, it's looking great, really happy with it. Now we just simply click boost post. Now by clicking boost post, this allows us to add the call now button to it. And now we can add our call now button to it. And we go click here. So this is the quick way I'm going to show you. I'm going to show you a little longer way to do it so I can show you more data behind it. And then the second part of this, I'm going to show you an advert, how to target people or how to hit people to drive them to your booking page. So what you type in here is you type in UK. Then type in your phone number. And scroll down. Now you're going to select your audience. So there's my new local customers audience, as you see. I scroll down, you'll find it. There's my new local customers. Click on that. And that's us. Now, if this is advanced as you want to go, that's brilliant. You're going to be brilliant. These ads are going to be running. So you're going to run this for 30 days. And you're going to run this here. You're going to spend, let's see here. So you're going to spend £150. Now, why £150? Well, £5 per day is the minimum I recommend spending on Facebook ads, Facebook and Instagram adverts. If you're not spending that, you're not giving Facebook enough money to really get new customers. And I mean, if you spend £5 per day and you get one new customer, the lifetime value of that customer is going to be more, going to be worth at least, 20 to £30 3 times a year for the next 3 years. Fingers crossed. But again, £150 per month. Great job. Or sorry, £150 per month. Like, you're going to reach 943 to 2.7 thousand people every day for that period of time. So this is the simplest way to do it. Click Boost Post Now. Once you're happy with that there, it's going to have your Call Now button on it. As you see here, my lovely little cafe. It's got the Call Now button. This is going to be appearing in people's news feeds. Boom, done. That advert will run well. It will get you calls to your business, and you'll be able to look at your analytics in the ads manager, and it will say you've had X amount of people clicked Call Now, and you can guarantee, or you can show that the advert is converting. Now, I'm going to show you guys now, if you want to go a little step further, follow with me here. I'm going to show you how to only make this appear at certain times of the day. Now, I'm going to just X out of this. If you're happy, click Boost Post Now. Your advert's done. Once you click Boost Post Now, once it's confirmed, just click the X. Now, what we're going to do is I want this to appear at certain times of the day, or certain times of the day and certain times of the week to optimize your spend, because you maybe don't want your advert for your midweek lunchtime bookings to be appearing on a Saturday night, as it's sort of conflicting your message. It's not really optimizing your budget. So to make this a little more advanced, we're going to go into our facebook.com/ads manager. So remember, guys, there's lots of people at different levels of knowledge, fullness, different levels of knowledge, different levels of time that they have to spend on it. This here takes a little bit longer to make. This advert will take you 5 to 10 minutes to make. That one there will only take you 2 minutes to make. So if you've got 5 to 10 minutes, I recommend doing this. Now, what you're going to do is click this Create Advert button here. It's a green button going up here. So what we're going to do is create an advert, and we're going to, let's see, wait for it. Just going to create this advert. We're going to make it appear at different times of the day. So the difference between Boost and Post and this here, Boost and Post is to allow you to create adverts quickly. It's quite a simple way of doing it. It works well if you have a saved audience. Some people say don't use it, but if you create a saved audience and you have a strategy behind it, it still works really well. If you want to be a bit more optimized with your £5 per day budget, come into Ads Manager and follow me and click Create Now. First thing we're going to do is we're going to click Engagement. Now, once I've shown you how to create this ad, I'm then going to show you how to create an advert to drive traffic to a website with a booking widget on it. But for now, this is just going to get us loads more calls to the business. So now we're going to engagement. Now we're just going to give it a name. We're going to call it, just for admin purposes, so it appears in your invoices what you're spending on. And we'll go lunchtime bookings. Midweek. And we're going to spend, I'm going to say £5 per day. I'll paste that in here. That's just for admin purposes. Click continue. Once it's loaded, this is going to be really quick, because remember, we've created our saved audience already. So we just need to go and click click their saved audience, and it's already done for us. Scroll down and click next. Straight away do that, because we're not going to use campaign budget optimization. We're going to do that part here. So the first thing we're going to do is going to set our budget. We're going to spend £5 per day, and we're not going to run daily budget's going to come up. Daily budget's good, but it's not going to allow us to use Facebook's scheduling tool where we're able to make the advert appear at certain times of the day. So we're changing it to lifetime budget. And we're going to scroll down. We're going to run this here from the start. We're going to run it from today. And by default, this goes to 30 days later. Just go in and double check that's the right dates you want to run it to. There you go. So what we're going to run here is we're going to click here, show more options. This is going to allow us to run ads all the time, or we can optimize our advert, getting bigger bang for our buck. I want to run our adverts on a schedule, because as it is a lunchtime advert for a midweek special, we maybe don't want to run that there on a Saturday night. So what we can do here is we can highlight blue what times we want the advert to appear. So we're going to run it in the morning, and perhaps your lunchtime special runs to 3 p.m. We're going to run it to that time. So we're going to run it from Monday. So perhaps your lunchtime special only runs Monday to Wednesday. You can run it, highlight that blue, or like others. A lot of people maybe runs through to Friday. So we're going to run it right through to Friday. So right now our adverts are only going to appear, our money's only going to appear at this time of the day. Now I also like to add, I'd like you to add this here to appear at night time after 9 o'clock as people prepare for their next day. We're going to run this here on a Monday through to Thursday. We're not going to run it on a Friday evening as people will be preparing for Saturday, but the offer won't be on then. But what we will do as well, we're going to run it on a Sunday because people will be planning for their week ahead. Our advert pops up while they're at home on their phone, they're going to see your lunchtime special. Now when you scroll down, now like before we could go through this and use the drop pin again, but remember you've already this created. So you want to go to use saved audiences and you'll see your new local customers are there and you've got them there as well. So you've got loads, there they are there. I have this created several times. You'll see yours right here. So you'll see probably just the one saved audience there. There it's saved. So for our £5 per day, we're reaching 800 to 2.5 thousand people every day for £5 per day over the course of 30 days. That's an amazing thing. Now we're going to click next. And this is the point where we put the call now button onto our advert and publish the advert. Now remember, our advert is already on our wall. So what we want to do is find the Facebook page we're using. So I'm going to type in my fake Facebook page. And as well, you can add, I want you to connect your Instagram account. I don't have an Instagram account for this fake account. What you would do is click connect account, fill in your details and click the blue button and that's you connect it. If you don't have an Instagram account, don't worry. This advert will still appear on Instagram. So you're still getting through that. But what I would encourage you is to get an Instagram account because if you do get an Instagram account and you do run adverts, it means some people will click into your Instagram account from the advert and follow you and you'll be building up an audience there too for your organic content. Now what we want to do is we want to click use existing post. We're going to then select the post and there you're going to find it at the top of the page. I'm going to click on it. That's it. Now highlight it here and that means it's selected and click continue. And here's our advert here. Now we want to add a button. Really simple, click add now. Instead of learn more, we're going to click call now. Now we're going to add in our phone number. So we add in our country code and then add in your phone number. There we go, update the post. And that is our advert done. Super as that. We have a call now button on it, working fantastically. If you want to show it to people, you can simply click share. You can share the link if you need to send it to your boss to have a look at. Click link sharing on. You want to maybe look at that for 30 days. They can draft that, copy this text here. And if you send that to them, if you send that link, you're then going to be able to have your boss or your supervisor be able to review it before you launch it and you can see it in all the different places. This is our advert and this is where it's all going to appear. As you see, it's going to appear in all these great places. Now, so once you're happy with that there, now remember if you're sending someone a preview, don't publish it. Send them the link, don't publish it, click X. And then they can view it. Once you click publish, you can't view a preview. But our advert is done. We are happy with this here. We are going to publish it. Now that's going to go through Facebook's advertising policies to make sure it lines up with all their policies. And you should see that get accepted in the next 30 to 60 minutes. You should see your Facebook's been approved, your advert's been approved. Sometimes it can take several hours. But that's brilliant. Now every day you can sit back and this advert is going to be running throughout your local news feeds for £5 per day. And I think we're hitting about 800 people in the local area. It's going to run through, and that area was around 400,000 people. It's going to be hitting different people every day throughout that time. Now, once this publishes, I'm just going to jump out of this and let it publish. So what you'll find now is if you want to look at the stats and see how it's performing, go to your ads manager. So with your ads manager, you'll be able to go over here and you're going to see the cost per, here you're going to see the amount of times people clicked on it. You'll be able to see how many people clicked to call on it. So yeah, no, it'll work absolutely brilliant for you. Now, that's for the guys here who want the business, that want more calls to the business. Now, I'm going to show you guys how to create an advert to drive traffic to your website that hosts your booking widget so people can book your tables online. So as we say, we go to Ads Manager. So imagine you're starting from scratch again. We're going to start from scratch again. We're going to Ads Manager. We're going to click that lovely big Create button. So as you see, in that last advert I created, it was kind of stalling and creating it. If it ever does that there and it stalls, all you have to do is click Edit, click out of it, click back into Edit, go back through to the third stage and click Publish again, and it should work. Sometimes there's little glitches and that happen. Just depends how many people is using the platform at the minute. And as you see, once this loads up, I would go to the third up. Down here, you go back down to your advert, the last step, click Publish. It should publish just fine. But I'll let this here run and load. I'll let that load just to show you guys how to do it in case you ever come across that little bug. I'll let that load away. Ah, here it's here. There we go. Now it saying, do you want to publish? We'll publish it, yeah. See down here, it'll start saying stage 1, 2, and 3. And it'll say, we'll publish in 1 of 3. And it'll get through it. So we'll let that publish. But while that's going, let's go in and show you guys how to drive traffic to your website to get new bookings. Okay, now we've got the page loaded up, adsmanager.com. Let's jump into create the advert. This advert again, guys, it's going to appear on Facebook, it's going to appear on Instagram, it's going to appear in stories, and it's super easy to create because what we want to do is we're going to drive, instead of engagement, we're going to drive traffic to the website. Just like in the before, we're going to give it some names. We'll call it May. The date is midweek lunchtime bookings. Then we're going to say we're going to spend £5 per day. That's that. And scroll down and click continue. Just like before, we're going to go through the steps again. Super simple. The only different part will be the last part where we actually build the ad in the Facebook Adverts platform. Keep everything the same here. Click next. Next, we're going to set our budget. And just like before, our budget is going to be a lifetime budget. So then we can set the time schedule that we want it to appear. So we're optimizing our spend by not having midweek lunch bookings appear on a Saturday night when obviously no one's thinking about booking a Tuesday lunch. So I'm going to scroll down through, keep everything the same and change this from daily budget to lifetime budget. We're going to spend, just like we said before, £150, £5 per day. Now I would recommend put this up, keep driving this up once you see every month, keep trying to increase this here because the adverts are so cheap at the minute for getting new customers. But at the minute, £5 per day, we get one new customer a day, it pays for itself. I'm going to scroll down, keep these the same, click show this. Oh, by the way, just so we know, this is the start date, end date. We're on it for 30 days, which I recommend. And then after several months of doing it, you'll be able to tell whether to run it for 30 days, or if you see advert fatigue, run it for whenever you see the dip in performance. Could be 20 days, could be 19, could be 14. This is totally up to you. Now again, now we're going to run these ads on a schedule. So we're going to run it. It's a midweek booking. We're going to run it right up, that runs to 3 o'clock. So we run it in the morning, right up to 3 o'clock. Then we're going to run it in the evening for people getting ready for the next day. We're going to run that from right up till, we're not going to run it Friday evening because the offer is not running on a Saturday, but we're going to run it on a Sunday evening. So people are thinking about the week ahead. Oh, we're jumping all over the place here. Turn it off there. So now our advert's going to be running. Now we're going to select our audience. We've already done that earlier in the tutorial. So all we have to do is click saved audience. All we have to click is new local customers. So as you see, we're going to be reaching 900 to 2.6 thousand. It's different from the last one because we're using a different objective. If we want to reach, we're going to reach 901 people minimum, but if our content's really good and really interesting where people stop on it, and you can do that with investing in video, photography, and including local people, that's how you get up there. But 901 people for stock footage is fantastic. So I'm going to click next. Now we're going to build our advert. Really simple, like before, select your Facebook page. If you've added your Instagram account, this will be connected here too. If you haven't, click connect account, fill in your login details. Now I'm going to scroll down and create my advert. Remember, we used for our pictures or for our text, we've created that. It's in, we've typed that out already. And for, let's see, and then for our images, we used Unsplash. It's free photography to help you get started. Type in whatever you want in here and then download your image, and then you can use it for creating this advert. We're going to paste in our advert. What we'll do as well is it allows us, because we're using the traffic objective, we're allowed to add a headline to it as well, which will appear just beneath the image. So we're going to put in our offer beneath that there. And if you don't have an offer, you can just write lunches from £12.50 per person, something like that. From is your best friend when it comes to putting your prices into online marketing. So we'll leave the description empty. You can add in serving the best local produce. This will only appear, the description, when someone views it on a desktop or a laptop, which is probably about 5% of the people, because 95% of the people on social media are on their phones. And it could be even more than that by the time you're watching this. So now we've got our text in there. Now we want to add our media. We're going to add our image. We're going to upload our image. We're going to find our image in our download folder. Here, it's here. Great, now it's downloaded, or sorry, now it's uploaded. We click on it, and now we add it to our advert. Now this wee part, we can do a little bit of editing. Want it to appear correct, we can have it like this. It's a square image, so that's going to be in the Facebook ads. We want to get this square, so we're going to click crop, and now we can make it a square. We can zoom in a wee bit here, and this square is going to represent the area that will appear. We'll go there, click apply. That's going to appear in the news feeds of Instagram and Facebook. Now for our stories and our reels, we're going to keep this here. We're going to click crop, and we'll maybe line this up. Yeah, let's get the body of the egg in there. Boom. Then we're going to keep this the same. This is fine. And we'll click next. And now we're going to click done. And the final thing we're going to do is we're going to put in our website URL. So we're going to put in, you can put in if you have a URL and it just goes that your online booking system is provided with you, you can use that. However, if you can get that embedded onto a website, we recommend that because you're going to drive more traffic to your website, which you can then remarket to at a further date. So we're going to pretend that's what you have. mylovelycafe.com/booking. Okay. Now we're happy with that there. We're going to click change the call to action from learn more. We're going to change this to book now. Scroll through, and you'll find book now here. Here's your advert here. Looks tremendous, really professional, very quick to make. We've made that in 5 minutes. It's going to be appearing in about at least 800 people's news feeds every day in your local area within 10K of your exact location, with the option to book online with you. And then you click close. That's it there. If you want to see it on what it looks like on a desktop feed, here's what it looks like on a desktop feed too. There you go. And that will appear in people's news feeds about 3 to 4 posts down as soon as they log in. And click close. And that's you. It's good to go. Just make sure, double check everything's there. Make sure your prices are right. So as you see here, 2 main courses for £20. You might have to, just double check all your prices, double check all your spelling. So yeah, and that is exactly how it's made. And you click publish. Let that run. That's going to be now running in the background where you can go. You can focus on your business while knowing that you have a Facebook and Instagram advert. You're appearing 800 people a day for £5. I think that's going to be different in different areas depending on how many people is using Facebook ads. So it's going to vary. But it's still really good bang for your buck. Run that for 30 days, and you're going to see a lot more traffic to your website. And if you go into your ads platform, you'll be able to scroll over these results. If you scroll over, you're going to see the amount of people that click on it here. The unique clicks is what you want to look at. You can see if you're driving traffic to it. Okay. Thank you very much for watching, folks. I hope this has really, really helped you. If you would like help setting this up, if you'd like us to run it for you, please get in touch where we can add more things like remarketing to it as well. If you'd like more, if you would like more Facebook ads, if you'd like more reviews for your business, we have a product called Review Hub. It simply is placed on all your tables. It allows people to tap or scan on your to give you a Facebook, Google, or TripAdvisor review. Really good system. Recommend you head over, check out the website. These great they stick onto your tables, are waterproof. Really, really good. But thank you very much for watching, everyone. Hope this helps you. If it helps you, please pass it on to your other staff. If you'd like help, if you'd like private training, if you'd like us to run it for you, please get in touch. Best of luck. You're going to do brilliant at this here. Thank you for watching.